Your Form ADV isn't just a filing. It's the first document the SEC examines. Nearly half of all RIA exams find at least one registration deficiency. And finding these errors is getting easier. The SEC now uses automated tools to screen filings. These systems are programmed to spot common mistakes, like inconsistencies between different parts of your ADV. So, how do you stay off this automated radar? We'll break down the biggest red flags to bulletproof your Form ADV. The first test of compliance is timeliness. Your Form ADV must be updated annually, within 90 days of your fiscal year end. A common deficiency is simply failing to update information promptly. This compromises the entire purpose of the disclosure. Another major red flag is inconsistency between Part 1, Part 2, and Form CRS. Conflicting information invites scrutiny. Now for the error that hits clients' wallets directly. Fees. 43% of fee-related exam issues involved charging fees that didn't match the Form ADV. This is a simple but costly mistake to make. The fix? Reconcile your actual fee billing practices with your ADV disclosures at least semi-annually. Get this wrong, and you're not just facing a deficiency letter, you're facing potential repayment of fees plus interest. Beyond numbers, the SEC has a strong opinion on the very words you use. Why are they so focused? The answer reveals their entire enforcement philosophy. Regulators strongly disfavor ambiguous words like may. Stating you may charge a fee is not the same as saying you will under specific conditions. This extends to your entire business description. Avoid jargon. If an examiner has to reread a sentence, they will assume you are hiding something. This need for precision is critical in your AUM calculation. It determines registration status, and getting it wrong, high or low, is a major compliance failure. So, why the focus on wording? Your Form ADV is a binding disclosure. Vague language creates loopholes, but declarative statements create enforceable promises. So what happens when these principles are ignored? The SEC's enforcement actions provide a clear roadmap of what not to do. Take a recent case from September 2022. The SEC charged multiple advisors for failing to promptly amend their ADV after their private funds audit status changed. This wasn't about fraud. It was about stale information. It proves the SEC views an inaccurate ADV with the same seriousness as a more active violation. The penalties for these failures aren't trivial. They range from fines and legal action to significant reputational damage that can erode client trust. Historically, one of the fastest ways to trigger a major enforcement proceeding is failing to disclose conflicts of interest. This remains a top priority. Alongside conflicts, the SEC is heavily scrutinizing asset valuation. This is especially true for illiquid assets, where methodologies can be subjective. The compliance environment isn't static. The SEC's focus is evolving. Are your disclosures keeping up with today's emerging risk areas? First up is cybersecurity. This is no longer just an IT issue. The SEC considers it a significant risk and expects your policies and incidents to be disclosed. Does your ADV accurately describe how you protect client information? An omission here is now a key deficiency for examiners. The second major area is digital assets. The SEC is intensely focused on how RIAs offer, recommend, and manage these instruments. Your ADV must be crystal clear about your practices, custody arrangements, and the unique risks involved. Treating them like equities is a mistake. Remember the automated tools we mentioned at the start? They are now being programmed to search for keywords like cybersecurity to flag firms for examination. And those classic fee calculation errors? A weak valuation method for a crypto asset makes your fee calculation automatically wrong, creating two deficiencies in one. This reveals the core truth. Old-school principles of accuracy and consistency are being applied to new-school risks. A cyber disclosure failure is judged like a fee mismatch. Your Form ADV isn't a collection of separate answers. It is a single interconnected narrative about your firm. The SEC is reading the entire story at once. So, to avoid triggering enforcement, focus on 3 pillars: precise consistency across all parts, crystal clarity in your language, and unfailing timeliness in your updates. Ultimately, avoiding SEC action isn't about finding loopholes. It's about flawless execution of the basics. Your Form ADV should be a source of pride. The cost of a deficiency is measured in fines, legal fees, and the one thing you can't buy back: your firm's reputation and credibility with clients. Treat your next annual amendment as a full-scale audit. Re-verify every data point, challenge every sentence, and ensure your filing is a shield, not a target.